I'm going to say something that sounds like an overreaction Monday subject matter, but I don't think I'm overstepping.
Hold on, I'm going to write this down.
I tweeted this out yesterday and got the scorn of Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, but that's nothing new for us, even though I think we're one of the most Baker-friendly shows that's been around since he's come off the campus at Oklahoma.
I would say without question.
That said, I tell no tales when I say through 7 weeks, the class of the National Football Conference of the Detroit Lions. That I am feeling very secure in saying. And let me go further if you think that's a hot take, because I did get pushback from, well, who beat the Lions? Who's the only team to have beaten the Lions? Who beat them in Detroit in week 2? It is Tampa, understood.
I mean, week 2.
I understand. I'm talking about now, the here and now, and seeing how we're growing and we're advancing and we're getting better, right? And they hung the first loss on the Vikings yesterday, and the Vikings entering this game had 5 offensive snaps in 2024 in which the team was trailing. That's it. They had 32 such snaps on Sunday and damn near pulled it off with a big defensive play towards the end of the game. But here's the extra add on top of maybe this being a hot overreaction Monday take. But they have, I'm going to say it right now, guys. I'm going to say it.
Say it with your chest.
Out loud.
With your chest.
Right now, Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions are fielding the most valuable player in the National Football League. Ooh. How does that sound?
Ooh. Jahmyr Gibbs is really good.
I love Jahmyr Gibbs, and I tagged him for an Offensive Player of the Year, but, he does have a stout running back mate that deserves the rock as well.
I tried to tell you all summer.
Okay. But Jared Goff's the MVP through 7 weeks of this season. And I know it's difficult for people to grasp it because they still think he's Bambi coming out of Cal, who the Rams cast off. I understand what he's been.
He was the number 1 pick in the draft. Folks.
I'm talking about what he is. I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school. He's the MVP of the league right now. Now, there's a long way to go. But this guy is deadly accurate, and it's not just these dink passes. They're not bubble screens. They're not dump offs. He is taking chunks out of people. And this offense that Ben Johnson is coordinating people open, and he's hitting them in a way that they can take it to the house. Khalif Raymond can take it to the house. And Jamison Williams can take it to the house. And Jahmyr Gibbs can take it to the house. And there was a house call from Amon-Ra St. Brown on a beautifully thrown football from Jared Goff, who just, you can't get him off his game, too. They start fast thanks to him. 15 of 15 he started in Minnesota. How does that sound? He was 15 of 15 before Jonathan Bullard deflected his pass at the line for his first incompletion of the game. It's his 3rd game of the season, starting 14 for 14 or better. Only guy in the league with 1 such game this year, and he's the only player at least since 1991 with even 2 such games in a single season. The Lions tweeted out, the only players in history to have a completion percentage of 72% or better and throw for 2 or more touchdowns and post a passer rating of 110 or better in 4 straight games in a single season. Goff's done it this year. You know who did it last? Tom Brady in the undefeated regular season of 2007. Let me keep going. Only 3 other quarterbacks since 1950 have had 140 or better passer rating in 3 straight games, as Goff has now done. Their names are Roger Staubach, Kurt Warner, and Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers and Warner won the most valuable player of the season in the year they did it, and Staubach finished 2nd in the voting, but was the MVP of the Super Bowl that they won. That's what Goff's doing, guys. Got to give it up. Got to give it up. Head coach is terrific. He's terrific. He's got Coach of the Year written all over him, certainly now that Aiden Hutchinson's missing. I know everybody wants the kid who played for Eastern Michigan to walk through that door from Vegas. I don't know how they're going to get Max Crosby, but maybe you just knock on the door of the Raiders and say, pretty please? I don't know. But right now, they are winning games. They're making the plays at the end of games. And they've got the MVP of the league. That's what Jared Goff is right now. I now open the floor to somebody else who's the MVP of the league right now. Lamar Jackson could be mentioned, and Derrick Henry can be mentioned, right? I mean, Mahomes will always be the most valuable player on planet Earth, but his numbers do not support it right now. Baker could be thrown in this mix. Certainly if he beats the Ravens tonight. Who else? Who are we missing?
Just looking at the odds, Rich, it's Mahomes, it's Lamar, it's Josh Allen. They're all kind of the same.
Josh Allen, sure.
Jared Goff is fourth. Stroud and Jordan Love.
I have a wild card.
Joe Burrow.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he's 4-3 now, and he had a terrific game in Atlanta, and that was a big game for Seattle.
He's thrown for a lot of yards. He's first in the NFL in yards.
Yeah. Jared Goff, guys. He's it.
Rich, I'm with you.
I vote for him right now.
I don't want to give away any Overreaction Monday topics, but this is on it. So I'm happy to hear your take here.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Come on. They're 5-1.
He's playing
They
great.
just hung the first loss of the season on the Vikings, coming off a bye, and Kevin O'Connell knows what he's doing, man.
He's playing
You give
great.
him an extra week to prepare. Damn, they pulled it off, though. I know that's what Vikings fans will say. We almost won. We were up. But you gave the Lions an opening, and that's what you do if you're a championship team with an MVP quarterback. You get the opening, and you bust it through. They gave the ball back to the Lions. That's it. That's all she wrote. I mean, there's more Goff numbers, too, man. I could go on and on, but I think I made my point here. And next up for Detroit, let's see who they have next. Oh, they're home for Tennessee. At Green Bay, let's go. At Houston on a Sunday night. Boy, NBC's licking their chops there. Home for Jacksonville, at Indianapolis. Then they get Chicago a couple times with Green Bay and Buffalo mixed in, and San Francisco and Minnesota after that. Last 6 will be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
And it's all in perfect conditions. I mean, the only game
Indoors,
that
right?
might be weather is at Chicago. That's
Yeah.
it. Literally, that's it.
Dude.
So everything is set up perfectly for him to keep playing at a high efficiency, really high completion percentage, all the great weapons around him. And if they're the 1 seed, it's basically a lock.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Right? That's why I figured you're not going to come in and give me week 7 and call my shot.
Yeah. I was hoping I was going to be alone on that island later today.
Look at us.
I know.
Look at us. Normally I look at you and say, what's your problem?
Right.
But now you're looking at me saying, I love you.
I know I'm 1 for
And
8.
I feel the same way.
I know.
I don't mean to put it all out there like that, but okay.
Got a good
The
percentage.
best thing about us, though, is it's about us.
That's right, Russ.
Thank you.
It is. Overreaction Monday. Check it out later on. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.